Wholeness, beautiful beings. This is Rashida Silvertree here. I was really wanting to go to the park today and make this video out in nature. I wanted to sit underneath a tree and just be in nature. The full moon portal is open, so it is a fantastic time to go out and do things. And, and so usually people go out and they go dancing, they go out to eat, they visit family, they're just do around the time of the full moon. Before we get into it, I don't feel 1,000% comfortable looking directly into the camera. I don't know how to. This is just gonna be, just myself being my most informal self, and that's it. So that's all I can be. It's just my most authentic self. So I was during meditation this morning, something came to me, I would say like a phrase, and I felt that I should just talk about it, share it with you. I don't know how long this video will be, but what came up is how others can influence the roots of the seeds you plant. So I even wrote it down. How others can influence the roots of the seeds that you plant. And I've mentioned before on this channel what I like to call a simplified version of the electromagnetic energy field that, or EMF, that all living organic things, beings have. And this is what I like to call it for human beings, is the energy vortex. Okay, energy vortex is made up of the mind body, mental body. Okay, that's 1. 2, the heart body, emotional body. And 3, the physical form, material world. Now, that's just the gist of it. All right, it's a simplified version because the electromagnetic field is made up of, we have many subtle bodies that we interact with within ourselves, that interact with our daily lives. We blend in with each other like this. When one being meets another person, that other person meets and blends and interacts with the other. Everything is interconnected like a beautiful web. Okay, so what do I mean, or what does it mean to plant your own seeds, right? Your ideas, your intentions, what you truly desire to manifest in your physical material reality. And before something can manifest in the physical world, it first must be seated within the heart. It must be a heart desire. Your heart must want it. There must be a craving, a passion, a love for it. Before it can be seated in the heart, it must be seated within the mind. Now, most people believe that in the mind, it's all thoughts, thinking, ego. And in my approach to explaining what the mental body is, the mind, and please embrace the sound of the beautiful rain, okay? But the mind is where thoughts are born. It is the unseen that rules the scene. You've heard me say this multiple times on my portal, my channel, okay? And so before we can manifest into the physical, it must become an idea. It must become, I remember Zen Blooms mentioned something, Sika. She said, birth a thought, right? We go to the place when we're seeking inspiration, or inspiration is seeking us. That is that place. I like to call it the womb of all creation. And so when we are planting our ideas, when we're planting what we desire for ourselves, we must be very careful with sharing our seeds with other people before the germination of the seed in the soil. It is very easy, and because we're in the age of Aquarius, we're in the age of information and sharing, and it's so interesting. You can sit next to a complete stranger and they're so lonely, but they're so desperate trying to reach someone through our digital devices that they can't even see the hidden potential or potentiality of a connection to the person that they're sitting next to. At times I find that we can be very lost with this. You know, we are creatures that need connection, that need we need that, I don't want to say validation of our existence, that we are real, that our feelings are real, that our experience is real. And so a lot of the time we just kind of divert into our own little bubble and our own little world. And we become lost within ourselves. But when we have an idea, a creative thought that comes to us, be wary of where and who and why and when you share this. Your soil that you plant the seed in must be fertile. Your soil, see, soil, in that moment when that first root of the pops out of that seed into the soil, it is very vulnerable. Our ideas and our goals and what we seek to manifest are incredibly vulnerable. Not everyone wants or has a desire or should hear your plans, your future plans. So make sure that you be wary of who you share your plans with, because they can influence the nutrients and the strength of your soil. And when you have bad soil, that affects the seed, that affects the direction of the growth and the evolution of whatever you are trying to grow. Today I went and I purchased some brand new soil to replant my plants. It's sitting in the back there. It's treated with she called it worm casting. And so I'm really excited to see how that's going to shift my plants a little bit, because unfortunately when you buy the mainstream, you know, store-bought soil, it's been sitting for so long that fungi enter the soil. It doesn't harm the plants, but it's quite unpleasant to look at. She taught me how to treat my plants with she said a little spray of alcohol will kill it, will kill the fungi or fungus. But make sure that the roots aren't exposed, because otherwise it would take the life of the plant. But do you see? If you share your seeds and the roots aren't strong enough, someone can take their little spray and spray your roots. Be conscious and aware. Allow your seeds to go through each level of your energy vortex. When you have and when you're visited by the spirit of inspiration, allow it to dance and marinate in your mind. Allow your heart to feel it. Allow your body to take action to remove things from the soil that do not belong, so that when you plant your seed, it is ready. The roots have a stronger chance of surviving. It can take and weather any storm, any hard rain that may fall. So I didn't want this video to be incredibly long. There's more to come. But yes, that's what I wanted to leave you with. I'm going to make one more, because I have another thought that ties into this message. But others can get into your mind when you share a thought that has not germinated. Okay? That has not sprouted. Okay? People can influence your feelings about your goal, your feelings about your intention. Oh, are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure? And sometimes when you share an idea before it can actually formulate into your heart space, and it's just sitting in your mind in the valley of the unseen, okay? What tends to happen is that people will take this little bit of information that you told them and will try to sabotage you. Unfortunately, it's happened to me, it's happened to you, it's happened to all of us in some fashion. So, as this rain is pounding down and coming down, and I'm getting a free car wash, which is amazing. That's fine with me. I guess I'll be heading home soon after I make another message, because I feel like another message is coming through. Thank you so much for tuning into my space, my place. Please check out the full moon reading for October 2023 of this year, so that you can prepare. Use this full moon portal for your benefit and to set yourself up, and just be mindful of others when you have an idea. Okay? Allow it to marinate within your energy vortex, within your electromagnetic field. Allow it to marinate within your being. Wholeness. Remember to evolve your human being, expand your consciousness, and embrace supreme loving guidance. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.